Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another week of Faith Checkup. I'm Minister Tim, and it's that time. Let's get right into today's video. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's a beautiful day out here. It's a little cloudy, but that's expected since we are now entering into fall. So it's about time to get some cooler weather because it's been too hot lately, man. But today I want to talk to you guys about loyalty. As Lord has put on my spirit, loyalty. What is loyalty? Well, loyalty is another form of devotion or faithfulness. And to be loyal really means someone who you can depend on, who will always be there and be by your side. As I think about that word loyal and loyalty, I'm reminded of the book of Ruth. And for those who know the story of Ruth and Orpah, they had husbands, and also Naomi had a husband, and her husband died, and then her two sons took wives for themselves, and one was Orpah and the other was Ruth, and the Bible tells us that they also died. Now we get to the place where Naomi, she feels led to go back to her homeland, and Orpah and Ruth decide to follow her. But something interesting happens here, because in verse 16, Naomi, she urges them to go back to their homeland, go back to their mother's house, go back, and she believes by them doing that God will be kind to them, that God will bless them, basically so that they can live their own lives. Why? Because she's at the point to where she feels like she's too old to have another husband. She feels like there is no way she's going to be able to bear another son or sons for them, nor does she believe that they're going to wait around until they're of age enough for them to marry. So she tells them to go back home to your mother's house. And something happens, because Ruth, she makes a decision not to go back. And it's in verse 16 that we see her response to Naomi's request. And in verse 16, she says, "Entreat me not to leave you or turn back from following you." Now catch this, because here it is, Ruth is in the place to where she's like, look, wherever you go, that's where I'm going. Wherever you lie and go to sleep, that's where I'm going to sleep. Whoever your people are going to be, that's going to be my people. Whoever your God's going to be, that's going to be my God. Whatever the case may be, I'm going to be with you. Wherever you die, I'm dying too. So be it to you as well as to me. But let's look at verse 18, because Naomi recognizes something, and there's one word that sticks out. The word tells us that, and when Naomi saw that she was determined to stay with her, she refrained from urging her to leave. Man, that is, and the word that the Bible uses is determined. When Naomi saw that Ruth was determined, she said, you know what? Okay, let's go. My question to you is, what are you determined to do for God? Because that's really what this is all about. Just like Ruth was determined to stay loyal and faithful to Naomi, we should also do the same thing and be the same way unto God. Are you determined to stick with God? Are you determined to walk after God? Are you determined to follow God? Are you even determined to allow God to be God in your life? Because the one thing about God that we all know is that He's faithful and He's just. And because He's faithful, He expects us to be faithful. And the thing I love about this is that nobody told Ruth that she should stay with Naomi. No one pushed her or urged her to stay with Naomi. She made it up in her mind that is what she wanted to do. And I want to encourage you today, make it up in your mind. Be determined to stick with God. Be determined to stay loyal to God. Be determined to stay faithful with God. Because His word tells us that He'll never leave us nor forsake us. And since He hasn't left us, why should we? Yes, there's so much going on today, and there's so many questions. Some of the questions that come up oftentimes is, why would God allow this? Well, God is sovereign. What does that mean? Well, he can do whatever he wants. He's God. He's in control. I often look at it as God has a full map of our lives. He sees the past, the present, and even the future. And the thing about God is that he already knows every event that's going to happen. But at the end of the day, God has the final say. And when we can trust God and know that he knows what he's doing, why would we ever want to leave the God who keeps us safe, the God who protects us, the God who watches over us, the God who provides for us, the God who knows the end from the beginning and the beginning to the end? And why would we want to leave such a God like ours? So I encourage you today, stay loyal to God, stay faithful to God. Don't leave him because he hasn't left you. Hey, this is Minister Timothy. Come back next week for another faith checkup. I'll see you soon. Until then, y'all know what to do. Stay safe and keep the faith. God bless you.